Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the podcast. We are absolutely thrilled to have you with us for another English lesson.
Hello, guys. It is fantastic to be here, as always. Today, we are diving into a topic that is universally famous, especially if you're talking to someone from the UK or North America. We are talking about the ultimate small talk topic, the weather.
Exactly. But because this is a B2 level episode, we're not just going to teach you how to say it is sunny or it is raining. You probably learned those words in your very first month of studying English. Today, we're taking it to the next level.
That is right. Native speakers use the weather to express their emotions, to negotiate plans, and we use a massive amount of weather-related idioms to talk about life, work, and health. You're going to hear phrases that will make your English sound incredibly natural and fluent.
In our role play today, we are two friends trying to finalize our plans for a weekend camping trip. But as often happens, the weather forecast is throwing a wrench into our plans.
We'll have to debate the forecast, complain about the unpredictable climate, and figure out if we should cancel the trip or just brave the elements. Pay close attention to the specific adjectives and idioms we use to describe the situation. Grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and let's jump right into the role play.
Have you looked at the weather forecast for our camping trip this weekend? Because I'm looking at my phone right now, and I'm starting to panic a little bit.
Not recently. Last time I checked, which was on Tuesday, it was supposed to be absolutely gorgeous. The forecast was calling for clear blue skies, and it was going to be scorching hot. I even bought a new bottle of sunscreen.
Well, things have drastically changed since Tuesday. A massive cold front is moving in from the north. The weekend is looking like a complete disaster.
You've got to be kidding me. I've been looking forward to catching some rays all month. I'm so tired of being stuck indoors. What exactly is the forecast calling for now?
Friday evening looks okay, maybe just a little overcast, but Saturday is going to be an absolute nightmare. They're predicting torrential downpours starting early in the morning, followed by severe thunderstorms in the afternoon.
Torrential downpours? Are you sure? Let me check the weather app on my phone. Sometimes your app is overly dramatic. Okay, let's see. Wow, you're right. It says there's a 90% chance of heavy precipitation on Saturday. But Sunday looks like it might clear up. It says it will just be drizzling in the morning.
Drizzling in the morning, maybe, but the ground will be completely flooded. We'll be soaked to the bone if we try to pitch a tent in the middle of a thunderstorm. I don't want to wake up in a puddle of mud.
Oh, come on. Don't be so pessimistic. We can weather the storm. We're experienced campers. We'll bring extra tarps, heavy-duty waterproof jackets, and our rubber boots. It'll be an adventure. We can sit in the tent, listen to the rain, and play card games.
An adventure? It sounds like a recipe for pneumonia. I don't mind a light breeze or a bit of fog, but I draw the line at severe thunderstorms. Plus, I just spoke to Mark. He said he's feeling a bit under the weather today, like he might be catching a cold. He's definitely not going to sleep in a freezing wet tent if he's already sick.
Seriously? Mark is dropping out?
Yes, and that's not all. Sarah texted me an hour ago. She's completely snowed under with paperwork at the office. Her boss just gave her a massive project with a tight deadline, so she has to work through the weekend. She's backing out too.
Oh, fantastic. So everyone is bailing on us. It's just going to be the two of us sitting in the freezing rain.
Exactly my point. I really think we should take a rain check on the camping trip. We can postpone it to next month when the climate is a bit more predictable, and hopefully everyone can come.
I hate canceling plans, but I suppose you're right. There's no point in forcing it if we're just going to be miserable and shivering the whole time. But I still want to do something this weekend. I don't want to just sit at home and watch television.
I completely agree. Why don't we pivot and do an indoor activity instead? We could rent a cozy cabin up in the mountains. We wouldn't be camping, but we'd still be out of the city. We can light a fire in the fireplace, drink hot chocolate, and watch the storm from the safety of a warm living room.
A cabin? Actually, that sounds incredibly relaxing. We wouldn't have to worry about the wind blowing our tent away. But isn't it a bit late to book a cabin for this weekend? Everything might be fully booked.
I actually did some research before you arrived. I found a beautiful little log cabin available on a rental website. Someone must have canceled at the last minute because of the weather warning. If we book it right now, we can get a great discount.
You're always one step ahead. You totally stole my thunder. I was just about to suggest looking for a hotel, but a cabin is much better. Let's book it.
Awesome. I'm pulling out my credit card right now. Done. It's confirmed. We have a cabin for Friday and Saturday night.
That's a huge relief. Now I don't have to pack my heavy camping gear. I can just pack some comfortable sweaters and sweatpants.
Do not forget to pack a thick winter coat, though. The temperature is expected to drop below freezing on Saturday night. The forecast says it might even snow at higher elevations.
Snow? In the middle of spring? The weather in this country is absolutely crazy. One day you're sweating in a t-shirt, and the next day you're scraping ice off your car windshield.
Tell me about it. It's entirely unpredictable. Do you remember that trip we took to the coast 2 years ago? The forecast promised mild temperatures and sunshine, and we ended up driving through a massive hailstorm.
How could I forget? The hail was the size of golf balls. It actually dented the roof of my car. We had to pull over and hide under a bridge until it passed.
That was terrifying. So, considering our past luck with extreme weather, I think renting a solid wooden cabin is the smartest decision we've made all year.
I could not agree more. Let's call Mark and Sarah and tell them about the change of plans. Maybe if they know we're staying in a warm, comfortable cabin with heating and a kitchen, they might change their minds and join us.
That's a great idea. If Mark is feeling under the weather, a relaxing weekend by the fireplace might be exactly what he needs to recover. And Sarah could bring her laptop and do her paperwork at the cabin dining table. It's better than being stuck in her apartment.
Exactly. I'll call Mark and you call Sarah. Let's convince them to come.
Sounds like a plan. I'll see you on Friday afternoon to pack the car. Let's just hope the roads aren't flooded by then.
Fingers crossed.
And we're out of character. That was a very dynamic conversation about changing plans due to the weather.
It really was. We managed to seamlessly blend practical weather vocabulary with some of the most common idioms native speakers use in daily life.
Absolutely. Talking about the weather at a B2 level is all about precision and using figurative language. Let's break down some of those amazing expressions right now.
Let's start with the adjectives we use to describe extreme temperatures. At the beginning, I said the weather was supposed to be scorching hot.
Scorching is a fantastic advanced adjective. Instead of just saying very hot, you say scorching. It implies that the sun is so intense it could burn you. You can say a scorching summer day, or simply it's scorching outside. Another great alternative is boiling.
On the opposite end of the spectrum, when we talked about the nighttime, you said the temperature would drop below freezing. Freezing means extremely cold, literally at the temperature where water turns to ice.
Now let's talk about rain. B2 students shouldn't just say it's raining hard. In the role play, I said they were predicting torrential downpours.
A downpour is a heavy, sudden fall of rain, and the adjective torrential makes it even stronger. A torrential downpour means the rain is falling so fast and so hard that you can barely see in front of you.
We also use the verb to drizzle. Drizzling is the exact opposite of a downpour. It means raining very lightly with very small drops of water. You don't need an umbrella, it's only drizzling.
Let's move on to the idioms, because we packed this dialogue with some brilliant ones. When we realized the trip was a bad idea, you suggested we take a rain check.
To take a rain check is one of the most useful idioms in English. It means you can't accept an invitation right now, but you'd like to do it at a later time.
The origin of this idiom actually comes from baseball in the United States. If a baseball game was canceled because of rain, the stadium gave the fans a rain check, a ticket they could use to come back and watch the game on a different day.
So if a friend invites you to dinner but you're too busy, you can say, "I'd love to, but I have to work late. Can I take a rain check?" It's a very polite way to say no while keeping the door open for the future.
Speaking of being busy, we used another weather idiom for Sarah. You said she was completely snowed under with paperwork.
To be snowed under means to have so much work or so many responsibilities that you can't manage them all. Imagine being buried under a mountain of snow. You can't move. If you're snowed under with work, you're buried in tasks.
We also used a classic idiom for feeling sick. You said Mark was feeling under the weather.
Under the weather simply means feeling slightly ill, not necessarily a serious hospital emergency, just a cold, a headache, or general fatigue. I'm gonna stay in bed today. I'm feeling a bit under the weather.
Then, when I was trying to be optimistic about the camping trip, I said we could weather the storm.
As an idiom, to weather the storm means to successfully deal with a very difficult problem or survive a crisis. A company might weather the economic storm, meaning they survived a financial crisis without going bankrupt.
Finally, when you booked the cabin before I could even suggest a hotel, I told you that you stole my thunder.
I love this one. To steal someone's thunder means to take the attention away from someone else, usually by doing what they were planning to do or by announcing something before they can.
If you were planning to announce your engagement at a family dinner, but your sister suddenly stands up and announces she is pregnant, she stole your thunder. She took all the attention away from your special moment.
Exactly. So we have covered some incredible vocabulary today. Scorching, torrential downpours, drizzling, taking a rain check, being snowed under, feeling under the weather, weathering the storm, and stealing someone's thunder.
Now it is time for our quick review. We are going to practice your pronunciation and memory. We will say a sentence using the vocabulary we just learned, and we want you to repeat it out loud wherever you are listening. Ready?
Listen and repeat after us.
It is going to be scorching hot tomorrow.
We got caught in a torrential downpour.
I am too busy. Can I take a rain check?
She cannot come because she's snowed under with work.
I am feeling a bit under the weather today.
Please don't steal my thunder.
Fantastic job, everyone. Speaking out loud is the fastest way to build muscle memory for fluency. Now it is time for your challenge. We want you to practice your writing in the comments section on YouTube.
Your challenge question today is, what is your absolute favorite type of weather, and what is your favorite weather idiom from today's lesson?
For example, I love crisp, cold winter days, and my favorite idiom is to take a rain check.
Write your answers in the comments below. We read every single one, and we love seeing you use the new vocabulary.
Well, it looks like the clouds are clearing up, which means we have reached the end of today's episode. We hope you feel much more confident talking about the weather in English.
If you enjoyed this lesson and learned some new expressions, please give this video a huge thumbs up. It tells the algorithm that our content is valuable and helps other learners find our channel.
And if you haven't done so yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell so you never miss a new advanced English lesson from us.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us today, for practicing your speaking, and for being such dedicated students. Keep up the great work, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye guys, stay warm and dry out there.